recognized games in the world. It is an exciting game of strategy and planning, which is why it is seen as a symbol of intelligence. However, chess is easy to learn and can be enjoyed by anyone at any level. Chess is played on an 8x8 board with 64 squares. Chess is one of the oldest and most recognized games in the world. It is an exciting game of strategy and planning, which is why it is seen as a symbol of intelligence. However, chess is easy to learn and can be enjoyed by anyone at any level. Chess is played on an 8x8 board with 64 squares and 32 pieces, and the game is all about checkmating the king. Once the king is in checkmate, which we'll explain later, then the game is over. So to start, let's meet the king. Even though the king is the most important piece in chess, it isn't the most powerful. The king can only move one square at a time in any direction. Here are the squares where the white king can currently move. Here's one move. Now the king could move here, and here's another king move. In chess, both players have identical sets of pieces. You have a king, and so does your opponent. Each player will take turns making a move until the game is over. Now that you've learned how the king moves, it's your turn to practice moving the king. Chess is...
Start changes. Alright. Yes, alright. The king is ready to move to the top left corner square. Can you move the king straight to reach the square? Excellent. The king climbs to the top of the board. The king wants to move into the center of the... No, thank you. Bye, both. Diagonally to the right? Sure. That isn't the center. It kinda is. Doesn't look like it's the center. Anyways. The king wants to move another center square. Can you move the king to the right side? One square to the right? Yes. He wants to move down to the... Yes. Yeah, easy.
The king might be the most important piece in chess, but the queen is by far the most powerful. Like the king, the queen can move in any direction. Forward, backward, to the sides, as well as diagonally. Unlike the king, the queen can move as far as she wants in any direction.
Ooh.
But one thing the queen can't do is jump over other pieces. Let's look at some queen moves. In this position, the queen could go all the way up the diagonal. She could slide all the way across the board. She could now move all the way down here. Or she could make some shorter moves, like here, here, and here's another queen move. Earlier, we mentioned that the queen cannot jump over other pieces. In this position, let's say the queen wants to get to this square. Notice that the king is currently in the way of the queen. So the queen would have to move to another square first, and only then, on the next turn, could the queen move here. Now that you've learned how the queen moves, it's your turn to practice moving the queen.
Right. Yes, sir. Sideways to the right. Yes. White. Yes. Hold on again. The queen wants to move straight up to the board to reach the top left hand corner square. Left hand corner square. Oh. Straight up to the board to reach the top. Oh, that makes sense. To climb the diagonal to reach the top. Left side corner of the board. Can you find a move? Hey, yeah. Yes, next lesson.
After the queen, the rook is the second most powerful piece. It can move up, down, and to the sides, as far as it wants, but the rook can only move in straight lines. Like the other pieces we've looked at so far, the rook also can't jump over any other piece. Let's take a look at some rook moves. In this position, the rook could move straight up, it could slide to the corner, it could move all the way down the board, now it could swing to the other side, or it could make some shorter moves, like here and here. Now that you've learned how the rook moves, it's your turn to practice moving the rook.
The rook wants to travel up and reach the other side of the board. Just one move. Can you find a move? Great, you did it. Okay. One of the 4 squares of the board. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Yeah, it's this one. It's the top one. Uh-huh. Yeah. And oh no, hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry, my fault. I accidentally yeah. On my towel. Wait, what? Hold on. My toe is kind of broken right now. Hold on. Wait, what? Yes. It is correct. What? Both rooks. The rook in the lower left hand corner. Left hand corner. Oh, I get it.
The
Okay.
bishop is one of the most interesting pieces in chess because it can move as far as it wants, but only on diagonals. The bishop, just like the other pieces that we've met so far, cannot jump over other pieces. This means that the bishop has to stay on the same colored square it starts the game on for the entire game. In chess, you get 2 bishops. This bishop is called the light squared bishop because it can only travel on the light squares. Meet the other bishop that you have in the game, the dark squared bishop. It moves exactly like the light squared bishop, but only on the dark squared diagonals. Now that you've met both bishops, let's take a look at how they move. With just one move, the dark squared bishop can enter the longest dark squared diagonal on the board. Let's do the same with the light squared bishop. Now, notice no matter how many bishop moves we make, the bishops never cross paths. They never block each other. And the reason why is because they're on opposite colored squares, so they never interfere with each other. They make a good team. Now that you've learned how the bishops move, it's your turn to practice moving the bishops.
Hell yeah, bro.
The bishop is one of the
top left. So, what am I gonna do? Okay. Easy. Hold on. Wait, can't you even say that?
The bishop is one.
Like, why can't you just say it? To the other side, reach top.
The knight is perhaps the most fun piece in chess. It is the only piece in chess that does not move in some sort of straight line. It moves in a strange L shape. The other interesting thing about the knight is it's the only piece in chess that can jump over other pieces, like this. It takes a little practice to understand exactly how the knight moves. It goes 2 squares in one direction and then 1 square to the side. like this. Highlighted are all the possible squares the knight can move to on the next turn. Notice it always moves in the same pattern. 2 to the side and over 1, like this, or like this, up 2 and over 1, or down 2 and over 1. And notice that the knight moves from a light square to a dark square, and then on the next turn it moves from a dark square to a light square. The knight always switches colors with each turn it makes. Now that you've learned how the knight moves, it's your turn to practice moving this fun and tricky piece.
Let's
The
go.
pawn sounds like it is the humblest of chess pieces, but it is really one of the most powerful. When working together, pawns are the soul of chess. Pawns have a few strange rules, so make sure to pay attention. Pawns can only move straight forward, and they can only move one square at a time. However, if it is their first move of the game, they can choose to move 2 squares forward if there is nobody blocking them, as pawns cannot jump over other pieces. Remember, the pawn can choose to advance 1 or 2 squares only on the first move. On all other moves, the pawn advances 1 square. Pawns are also the only piece in chess that cannot move backwards. One other thing that makes them strange is that while they can only move straight forward, pawns can only capture diagonally, and they can only capture 1 square away diagonally, even if it is their first turn. We will explain capturing in one of the next lessons. Let's see some pawn moves. In this position, since this pawn has yet to move in the game, white decides to move it 2 squares forward. Black, on the other hand, only advances this pawn 1 square. Remember, even though you can move your pawn 2 squares on its first move, you're not forced to do so. White now advances the pawn forward, and now both pawns are blocked and cannot move. In this position, how many white pawns can move? If you said 1, you're correct. Notice that this pawn is blocked by the black pawn directly in front of it. Remember, pawns cannot move backwards. White now has the option to move this pawn up 1 square. Notice this pawn cannot move 2 squares forward because the black pawn blocks it.
And now
Now it's your turn to practice using the pawns.
Okay. Easy. I swear to God, this beat champagne dog. Opens up a diagonal for bishop.
Remember, your pawns are the only pieces that cannot move backwards. So what happens when they reach the other side of the board? They get a promotion. You must trade your pawn for another piece. It can be a knight, a bishop, a rook, or the powerful queen. It cannot stay a pawn, and it cannot become a king. Also, it does not have to be one of the pieces already captured in the game. Every pawn has the potential to be promoted into a queen. You could trade it for another queen and have 2 queens on the board, which is incredibly powerful. Now, let's practice promoting some pawns.
Seriously? Promoting? Okay. Nah, you been tripping, dog. Now hold on. What? From promoting? promotion race. The king won. Also the time. I guess I should take it as a sign. Why, not feeling lonely. Go away, looking a lover that could hold me. Huh? I said go he with chief and dog. Oh, no, this is wrong. Got a promotion. Get my queen.
Now that you know how the chess pieces move, it's time to set up the game. Before you put the pieces on, make sure you turn the chessboard so that there's a light square in the bottom right corner. You can remember this as white on the right. The easiest way to start placing the pieces is to place all of the pawns on the second rank for each side. In chess, rank is
The
the
most romantic of my life, surrounded by couples all the time. I guess I should take it as a sign. Oh why, oh
Let's
why,
follow that
oh
up by
why,
putting
oh
the
why.
knights next to the rooks. We'll soon learn that the knights are placed on the B and G files. In chess, file is the word for column. To continue, let's put the bishops next to the knights. And now we're left with the king and the queen. Does it matter where they go? Yes, it does. The queen always goes on the matching square. The white queen goes on the light square, and the black queen goes on the dark square. Notice they should be lined up together. Finally, put the kings on the last empty squares. Now you're ready to play. In chess, each side takes only one turn at a time. And by tradition, white always moves
all
first.
my life,
Now
surrounded by
that the board is set up,
couples
it's
all
your
the
turn to
time.
practice making moves for both sides.
I get it. All my life, surrounded by couples all the time. I guess I should take it as a sign. Oh why, I'm feeling lonely.
In order to get better at chess, you will need to learn notation, which is often referred to as the language of chess. Every square on the chessboard has a name, which is actually just its coordinates. As we mentioned before, each column is called a file, and each row is called a rank. Every file in chess is given a letter, starting with the letter A on the left side of the board and going all the way to the letter H on the right. Every rank is given a number, starting with 1 on the white side of the board and going up to the number 8 on the black side of the board. Each square is named by its coordinate pair. Let's meet some of the squares. This square in the lower left-hand corner is known as A1. Notice we identify it with the letter first and the number second. Let's take a look and see where the E file meets with the fourth rank.
All right.
Notice the arrows point at E4. So this square is known as E4.
E4. Yeah, okay, easy.
Let's draw a diagonal starting from A1 and go all the way up the board. Notice we land on the
A1,
H8 square.
B2,
And in between these squares,
C3,
we see B2,
D4,
C3, D4, E5, F6, and G7. Together, this is known as the A1 to H8 diagonal because the diagonal begins on A1 and ends on H8. Now that you've learned how to label each square on the chessboard, it's time to learn the notation of actual chess moves. Each piece has its own letter for chess notation. In this example,
I hope it's romantic of my life, surrounded by
the way we
couples.
describe that move is by saying the piece's letter first, which is capital K,
K,
and the square
E2,
next to it, E2. Remember,
Q2,
this always begins with
T,
a capital letter.
2,
Square is
Q2,
always lowercase.
Q2.
So after the move, king e2, putting it all together, we say k e2. Let's say black wants to play king to d7.
Black, you always face it.
It's the same idea. Capital K, lowercase d7.
D7.
Then square
7
k d7.
Okay,
We'll
7
use the same
bit.
idea for all the other pieces. The rook is a capital R, the queen a capital Q, the bishop a capital B. The knight, however, is a little bit different.
K.
Since the capital K is already used for the king,
Oh.
a capital N for the knight.
Why? Because it's a nigga.
N e6.
No.
Finally,
My fault. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
capital P. In this case, pawns are.
Yo! What the hell?
For example,
Yo!
e4. The notation is simply the
Yo!
e4. Now,
Oh!
in the language of chess, it's
For
your
real, for
turn
real.
to practice
Alright.
using chess notation.
Damn, bro. Sheesh. Hold on, have an idea. Have an idea. Have an idea. Have an idea. Hold on. Hold on, idea. Hold on. Hold on. Here you go. Okay, let's do it. Wait, A5. A5. Magic. R. R. What is an R? This is an R. No, this is a tower. I'll call it a tower. I think this is. Yeah, it's okay. D. 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 R. 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 For real. What the Huh? What am I gonna do? Right, rook to the f2 square. Alright, f2. Oh, my fault. F. Wow! What? That makes no sense! Oh. Oh. Smash. Yo, what's up, bro? Hi, God. Hi, what's up? Hello. I'm playing chess. I don't know why, but I'm playing chess. I have no clue. Why can move 2 knights to e4? Play the knight from the g5 to e4. E4. Oh my god, what the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
You've already learned how to move the pieces, and we've mentioned the idea of capturing.
Yeah.
Let's talk more about capturing. In chess, when you capture a piece, you simply move your own piece to the same square as your.
I know how to play chess, Star. Hold on, computer. Dogs? Yo! I can play. Oh. So I can play a dog? What the fuck? Uh-huh. Hey kids, they were learning about the 1978 World Chess Championship before an actually helicopter from Matthew Coney. You actually won't believe what happened. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Uh-huh. Ah, alright. My accuracy is gonna be 100. shit. That means I'll get blocked. Okay. I'm getting help right now by a bot. Bro, how's the dog playing chess right now? For real? Oh! One. Like this. They swapped for some reason. I have no clue what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I get killed. That's what I fought in for, man. Alright. What do I do in chess? I'm so confused! Now I get killed. Like, how stupid can you be? I'm just coming in my naturally. How can I be? How bad can it possibly be? Let's see. Ooh. What should I do? I should do this move. Easy. Easy. Imagine being so bad for real. Haha, imagine. UK 550. Oh my god, she's so good. Like slide for real. Look, this is the whole game I did. Hold on. Right, look. Let's do this game of chess for real. For real. Chess is kind of boring. Like, not gonna lie, yeah. Not trying to be mean, but chess is boring. It's for nuts. Like, for real, not trying to be mean or like anything at all. I am serious. Like basically, how can I be? I'm just gonna walk naturally. How I'm just building my economy. Let's see how can I be? I'm just building my country. How can I be? How can I possibly be? Let's see how can I be? I'm just building my economy. How can I be? How that sound was so good and insane for real. I'm gonna play this game. It's so fun. Oh my god. Uh, you're going too far into just learning.